Good afternoon, fellow RVers. Steve here with RV Site to Site. My wife and I, along with our kids, have been camping for almost all of our married life, which right now is 54 years. We are now in our 8th RV. Now, some of the times we've been lucky enough to have full hookups at our site. However, at a lot of non-private parks, we see this dreaded sign. Even more dreaded is the long lines at the one dump station for the entire park at checkout time. Well, I got tired of that and I decided to do something about it. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, let's roll that intro. I decided that I would like to have a dump station at my home, so here's a sketch of my plan. On the left would be where I hook up my sewer line from the RV. This would flow into a tank with a sewage pump, which would then pump it into my main drain line under my house. So I ordered this $450 Superior sewage kit from Amazon, and I'll put a link below. It was here in just a few days. I opened the box and all the components were there except for the outside plumbing. The instructions are on top, and here's a check valve that comes with the kit. The instructions are detailed and easy to read. I took the lid off the tank, and inside were the rest of the components, including a pump. Well, I think I have most everything for the sewer hookup. I have my 4-inch pipe and the welding cement. I also have an elbow here for the inlet. That's a 4-inch inlet pipe. That's 2-inch pipe for the outlet, and various fittings. There's the coupling and the drain out, clean out plug hole, and I forgot to get a cap for that, so I do that. There is a ball valve that will go underneath the check valve. What that does is keep stuff from flowing back into the tank once it's pumped out. And then of course the pump here, all of this came as a kit, and I will put this on Amazon, a link to Amazon, so you can see that we have various 2-inch fittings here, and then another Y that will connect to the main house line, and then of course a gasket, and other in that box is other various gaskets and plugs. And so all of this is just about ready. I hired some help to dig the hole. I think we dug it about 4 feet deep and it's about 36 inches in diameter. We also had to dig out a couple of lines for the hole for the inlet and outlet pipes, and I think it took him around 3 hours to dig that hole. And we have our hole ready here. I have it covered up right now just to keep people from falling in it. I don't think they would, but you never know. So anyhow, the hole will go here to go into the wall of the house right here, and then it'll connect to the main line that goes down the entire center of the house underneath to drain out. So pretty soon we'll have a full hookup right here at the house. It took me several days before I could get a plumber. He did a really good job, and it took him around 4 hours to put the pipes together and connect it to my home drain line. The tank fit perfectly into the hole. Here, the plumbing is complete with a cap on the dumper inlet. There's a vent on the tank which has to be above ground. He used some of my 2-inch pipe to shield the wire leads from the pump. There are 2 cords coming out of the tank. One is for power and the other is for the float switch. Okay, we're starting to fill in around the system here, the dump system. And I have my 2 grandsons. This is Camden. Say hi, Camden.
Hey.
And here is Evan. Say hi, Evan.
Hello.
These guys have been great in helping out with all this. And so we tested it out a while ago and it is working. And so I'm very excited about it. I wanted full hookups in one place, so I called the electrician to come and move my old hookup box so we could mount it on the house near the dump station. Once he mounted the box on the house, he used a 6'3" cable to run from the breaker box to the hookup box. One problem, there were no vacant slots on the panel, so I had to go buy what is known as a quad breaker. And I tried to explain to his helper that he was wiring it up wrong. And later I found that the helper wired it completely wrong. And it took me the entire day straightening out the mess caused by the electrician's helper. Here's the way the circuits are supposed to be wired. I also had a 110 volt box installed so I could plug the pump into it. We had a lot of rain after I installed the tank, so you can see how the ground settled around the tank. Here, all of the boxes are installed on the wall. I had to go to Lowe's to get an outdoor plate with a deep cover since the plugs from the tank are stacked one on top of the other. Well, everything is ready, so it's time to retest the tank. I'll take the drain cover off, put a hose in, and turn on the water. If you listen closely, you can hear the sound change when the pump kicks on. Well, that just about does it for this video. As you can see, I've started some landscaping around the area by removing all the plants and putting in mulch. And I'll be adding some new plants later. Now, when I come home from the next trip, I'll have my own hookups to drain my tanks and take some time to flush my black tank. Now, before you go, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Share this video with your RV friends. And if you have time, I would like to hear from you. Just write your comments below. And if you'd like to read some clean fiction, just Google Steve Atkins Amazon. And until next time, be safe and enjoy your RV adventures.